Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So how
So
did the Watson talk go without me?
uh you know what? It went all right though. You know, like DJ was extremely butthurt about it.
I was.
Yes,
Um,
because Carolina didn't get him.
they didn't have, his owner has commitment issues.
Yeah, and it makes sense because now it's starting to feel as if this might be the future of football, where the quarterback's going to get the longer contracts, and everybody else is going to get 2 or 3 year contracts. Seems like that's the way of the future.
Well, it seems like our team has daddy issues while your team has commitment issues. So
Yeah. You could be on something there. You could be onto something there.
I don't know. I
yeah,
think I think the Jimmy Haslam has like a sour taste in his mouth after the fact that Cincinnati went to the Super Bowl and we were supposed to go, and then he's like, "Man, fuck this shit. I'm going." He just was like, "Blah."
I'm going all in. Yeah, he just went dick and balls.
Yep.
Blah,
no, he
dick
just
and
went
balls.
wallet pop. Threw his wallet on the
Nah,
fucking table. Is what he did.
Man,
his wallet's in his balls. Because I
No,
was
it's
like
not. No,
$231 million though, bro.
30.
his wallet is now in DeShaun Watson's pocket. Is where his wallet is.
Well, for the next
Actually, his
for the next 5 years, it is.
and a good portion of that is going to go to those 22 girls that he fucking assaulted.
Like all right. He's not. I'm torn, and I've been saying this because like
Remember,
initially. Go ahead.
remember, say illegitimately. Illegitimately. Remember, you say that.
Yes, but I was torn when we were talking about it.
Illegitimately, or do you
Yeah.
mean like allegedly? Is that the word you're looking for?
No. You got. There's a word. I'm trying to remember what it is. You got to kind of like put yourself in a safe space before YouTube starts saying, "Hey, well, this source said this."
Well, there's no source. I
No,
mean, we're
you gotta say allegedly. He allegedly
allegedly,
assaulted
Allegedly. Okay.
22
All right.
girls.
All right. So
allegedly
I
he
got it
is.
wrong.
That's why
I
I
got it
said. Is
wrong.
that what you're looking for?
But I am
I think
He
so.
torn.
allegedly did.
I am torn about this because the fact that on a football standpoint, we have a really good quarterback and we can win with this
Mm-hmm.
guy. On a moral standpoint, this dude's a piece of shit. So I'm like, what the fuck, Like, and I know a lot of fans are in the same boat. They're like, oh, like people are taking their stickers off, they're burning their jerseys, they're not being Browns fans anymore. And I'm just like, I get it, dude. And then like all the Steelers
Which
fans, dude. I'm getting all these comments like, I don't want to hear you saying rapist burger and all this other shit
hmm
and all this bullshit. Like 22, bro. So
it is very difficult to alienate the Cleveland Browns fan base, and you are doing it with this decision. That's like it. You're losing Browns fans that have stuck with you through winless seasons. Like we haven't had a championship in how many fucking years, and you're not losing fan base. You pick up one player, and you got people fucking writing you off now. Like
it's pretty bad,
that's
right?
it's pretty bad. And the way they did it too, the way they did it, they fucked Baker over, and I didn't appreciate that at all. Like that
No.
was ridiculous how they went after him. Even though, like, right when he was getting his surgery, they were like, "Oh, Baker's still our quarterback. Baker's still our quarterback." And then now they're pursuing this fucking jackass that I don't really agree with it because what was crazy to me was the as soon as those criminal charges, as soon as those were cleared, it was like a fucking free for all these fucking teams wanting to go after this dude. But what they forget is there's still civil cases going on, and there's still an NFL investigation going on. So we just picked up this dude for 230 million, and he might not even be available for the first half of the first fucking year.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why not wait until the NFL made their decision to pick up this guy? Because now we are fucking Baker even more because we're holding on to him probably until we find out what the Deshaun Watson decision is.
But nobody wants him, dude.
Are we
Nobody.
putting him out though?
We are.
That's
Yes.
It's
Yes.
18 million.
Sources.
So 18
Yes.
million dollars in cap that they can get rid
mm-hmm,
of, and nobody
mm-hmm.
wants to take that freaking money, dude.
Well, if
Nobody.
it's a cat space, and just release him like we did fucking Landry.
So if we release him, we still
Landry,
it's
it
guaranteed money,
cost us
dude.
all of it's guaranteed.
All is
Yes.
guaranteed.
All of it's guaranteed. Yes. In this
Eight,
contract.
18.3 million dollars or something like that,
Because
dude.
when we got because when we dropped Landry, it cost us 1.5 million, and we fucking saved like 14 million.
That
That's why
that
we dropped Landry.
that's probably he doesn't have a guaranteed contract like Baker does. So
I didn't know
18 million.
Baker's was
So like
guaranteed.
they were saying on
Because this is his
ESPN,
5th-year option. How is it guaranteed?
it's guaranteed, dude. Like the money that he got, his
rookie contract.
yeah, his rookie contract, whatever. So like if he goes in, and they were saying on ESPN, it was like, hey, give us a 3rd-round pick or a 5th-round pick. They want a 1st-round pick for him because he was a 1st-rounder, but they're not going to get that.
But we're not going to get that.
No, and they were saying, like, hey, instead of me giving you a pick, for the draft, you give us a pick, and because we're taking on $18 million. And they were like, no, we can't do that. So
now, can I add something to that?
Go ahead.
So somewhere in the Charlotte Observer, if it's correct, there was a proposed that we would switch Sam Darnold out with Baker Mayfield, and you guys take on his last 5th-year option. We take on Baker Mayfield because it was only $500,000 short. If we would have switched those two, there was a rumor about that in Carolina.
Why would we do that though? That doesn't help us at all.
It don't help you at all. But you have a quarterback, and Baker wants out. Sam Darnold's like,
we got Jacoby Brissett.
We've got Jacoby Brissett. We got Watson now. We got Baker. We got quarterbacks. Why would we trade out
just to say, hey, here
Darnold,
you go, Baker?
Darnold, which in my opinion, Darnold's a good quarterback, but he failed this last 2 years.
Yeah,
he failed miserably. And while Baker failed, but Baker was injured the entire year. Like they had showed you what our front office thought of Baker Mayfield this entire year, having him play throughout those injuries of the whole year.
Now, let me ask you this. If he would have sat when he got injured, when he made that tackle after he threw that interception, and he actually sat to heal himself, you think he'll be in this position right now? Instead of playing through the whole season hurt?
It's hard to say with the way that the DeShaun Watson thing is up, because he is a great quarterback. And the opportunity came out, and so our front office was like, let's go get him. But I don't know that we'd be in the same position or not if Baker didn't do so poorly this year with the injuries.
Yeah,
hard to say.
I don't know, dude. I agree. I like Baker, and I hope I want him to play this year. But he kind of. It's true what they said. Like the front office was getting pissed off, and then why not try to get DeShaun Watson? But my thing is, like, the whole freaking sports media was like, DeShaun Watson, who's gonna go, and then they weren't saying shit. They were just like predicting where he's gonna land at, and then Carolina was out, we were out, and then there was like Saints in Atlanta. After everything was said and done, he's like, all right, hey, he's going to Cleveland. Everybody's like up in arms, is like, this is fucking stupid, blah blah blah, blah. Which it was. It was.
How are you gonna rule us out one day, and then the very next day be like, I'm going to Cleveland?
Well, see, look, okay. So remember, I text you that stuff of that where we didn't want to pay him his 3rd or 4th year automatic money. I think that's what started you guys getting back into the sweepstakes.
Yeah, but he already ruled us out. Like, he was like, no, I'm not going there.
But
and then we throw all that insane amount of money at him?
That's what he wanted.
I think it's a contract. The contract. The reason why it's guaranteed for 5 years of $230. That's why it's like people are like pissed off.
I would love to know what the Saints and Atlanta was offering. I would love to know.
Atlanta wasn't giving. Atlanta didn't have enough. Atlanta couldn't afford it.
Well, now that they got rid of Matt Ryan, they could have.
Yeah.
Well, they could have, but the Atlanta, they didn't have enough at the time, and then the Saints, they just kept bribing him the whole New Orleans being singled and all that life, because New Orleans was already negative $72 million in cap.
Yeah, they were the highest one in cap. They were trying to
the highest
bring themselves down.
And that's how I knew that he wasn't going to the Saints. There's just no way, especially when they had to do it by Tuesday.
I figured that he was definitely going to Atlanta, because as soon as they picked him up, they could have dished Ryan off somewhere else, and they already did.
Man, that's so crazy though. If you really think about it, guys, during this whole situation, all those players that were on the chopping block, they're all looking at their fucking management like, and that's probably why Matt Ryan's like, "Fuck you guys, I'm out of here."
But Matt Ryan, he even said in his interview today, he was like, "Hey, everybody did everything professionally. I didn't like what they were doing." but at least I was informed, and then the front office did it professionally.
And that's what Cleveland did not do. Cleveland did not do this professionally.
Allegedly, that's what they said, because they said that he actually reached
There's
out
that
to.
word.
There you go. They actually reached out to his freaking agent, and his agent was supposed to let him know, but I guess the agent didn't even know.
Well, when they reached out to him was when we were out of the running. That's when they reached out to him. They were like, "Oh shit, we didn't get DeShaun Watson. Let's go fucking patch shit up with Baker." And then he was like, "Fuck you! Like you couldn't keep me informed this entire fucking time, and now that you guys are out of the running and not gonna get him, and you're stuck with me, now you want to fix shit with me? No, that's like you having a fucking side piece, and your girlfriend finds out about it, and then you don't have the fucking guts to try to fix it with your girlfriend until the side piece, dumps your ass.
Yeah, you're right. But look at Cam Newton. Look at Carolina. Cam Newton came back with money. Money makes everything better.
Well, again, Cam Newton didn't have very many other options either.
No, he didn't.
Cam Newton wasn't even attached to the fucking Patriots anymore.
No.
Mm-mm.
So Baker's still attached to the Browns. Why the fuck? And I was it you guys that sent the Cam might come back to Carolina?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
if things don't go right in the draft,
to Cam's name. What was the other team that is rumors that he might
Seahawks.
go to? Seahawks, yeah.
Seahawks for a 2-year deal.
But I don't get the Seahawks either, because when what's the quarterback they just traded? What's his name? I'm drawing a blank. Russ Wilson, yeah. When he was out this year, his backup was doing his thing.
So they want
Geno Smith.
They want him. Yeah. Like, I don't know if do they still got Geno? I don't know something. I read something where they want
1 more year.
They want a veteran quarterback in there to back up Geno Smith or something like that. To
which
mentor
I've
him.
Saying that for I've been saying that for years about Cam with Cleveland. Like, pick him up, have him as that veteran quarterback as a backup to mentor.
Yeah.
So maybe that is what they do. That's a smart move.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Seahawks either they pick up Cam or they pick up Baker. But what I was reading also too, and a lot of people were saying that if Baker sits and they can't get rid of Baker and nobody wants him, so they're just gonna keep him on the thing until they have to cut him. Once they do cut him, people are gonna swoop up and get him, and one of the teams that's gonna swoop up and get him is the Steelers. The Steelers really want him, but
they want that Marquise Willis or whatever that new kid is.
I mean, Baker's still a starter, He still has a lot of potential. A healthy Baker, and then now he has a chip on it, but big ass chip on his shoulder. Like, all right, motherfuckers, I need to prove myself.
Well, and the thing about Baker is where he lacks in talent, he makes up for in leadership and attitude.
His attitude, his swagger.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it swagger. I would just say his attitude, how he riles up the team and the fans and everything else. He had Cleveland that year he took us to the playoffs. He had us fucking going, man. It was.
Yeah, I mean, first freaking playoff berth and win since they came back, and it's
which is terrible because that one bad season where he's injured and we fucking dump his ass. I'm not a fan of what our team's doing this year, especially with the Watson, his history right now. And yeah, the criminal charges didn't go through, but that's still 22 random women that all complained about him independently. So the dude's doing something shady.
He's doing something shady. He's gonna have to pay up. I mean, these chicks are gonna get paid. Literally. Literally. He's not gonna go to jail. He's not gonna see any jail time. He's not gonna see none of that shit. He's just gonna have to fucking pay these girls, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna go.
Which is bad because I guarantee the criminal charges just got dropped because there wasn't enough evidence. It was basically he said, she said shit. There was nothing, nothing recorded. Maybe some text messages here and there back and forth of him trying to get the massages, but it was all once he got in the room with them, what he was doing and what he was saying, and there's no proof.
But why? My thing is, why wait until that? I don't know, dude. I can see the girls being distraught and don't want to come out and do that, but I mean, those girls that actually went in there are they actually like masseuses, or were they like actual like hey, come hang out with me, pretty girls, and they're like,
A
hey,
lot of them were he reached out to them on like Instagram and stuff and was like, "Hey, can I get a massage?" Da 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 da. So I don't know if they were massage therapists or if they were just random ass girls he was hitting up. But it was basically like this rich guy being like, "Hey, can I get a massage? I'll pay you this amount of money." And then once he gets in the room, he's rubbing his dick on him. Like it's.
There was only 3 that were licensed, 3 or 4 that were actual licensed masseuses, and that was it.
what do you expect? Like
Yeah, but bro, that goes back to the whole like victim shaming. You can't if this girl and him agreed upon, hey, I'm gonna give you a massage, you give me this amount of money, you start pulling your dick out, that's not what we agreed upon. And then it goes back to the victim shaming of like girls that have been sexually assaulted and stuff like that. What do you expect? You dress like this, you were in this situation. You can't do that.
that's the thing. That's the
If
thing.
they made something, if they agreed upon a massage, and he gets there and he's fucking rubbing his dick out, like that's.
I feel you. I feel you, but my thing is too, like it's like the Bill Cosby thing. Like what? All right, not to be like on their side, but the Bill Cosby thing. Like, dude, they both have money. They're rich guys. Bill Cosby. Yeah, I understand what Bill Cosby went it's a little bit further, but I'm just saying, like,
he went a lot of bit further. But I mean, they definitely didn't expect to get drugged.
But if you have the money, what I'm saying though, it is if you have the money, why do you have to go to those type of like level? Why do you have to go?
Maybe they're lonely, bro. They can't be out in public.
And even Bill Cosby admitted that that's what he liked, was to like give some girls a little bit of drugs and then do his thing. Like, and who the fuck? Like, yeah, Bill Cosby has money, but who the fuck is gonna hook up with this like 70-year-old fucking man?
Was he 70 at the time though?
Career? Oh, he's old. He's old.
He's out. Now. He's old now. But was he like still doing that at 70?
I mean, maybe 60, whatever the fuck he was. But nobody expected, hey, I'm gonna get Quaaludes in my fucking drink, and then I'm gonna wake up with the fucking Jello pudding guy's fingers in my pussy.
Well, it's fucked up, but still. But you can't say, hey, you can't buy the shit. You can't say you can't buy the shit.
Well, I see it like this, boys. The penis is a muscle. It needs to be massaged. It all includes the body.
Oh, is that it? Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah. It's true.
It's muscle.
TLC, baby.
That's it, baby.
No, actually, the penis isn't muscle.
What is it? It's a bone?
It's fucking like... No, it's not bone, but it's cartilage and shit like that. Like, it's... Penis is like... Okay, right now, without clenching your asshole, move your dick.
Moving it right now.
Yeah, you're clenching your asshole is what you're doing.
No, I'm folding a napkin with my dick.
Why are we doing this on recording?
Fucking DJ
I'm moving it.
He's not fucking.
I'm telling you, I'm folding a napkin with my dick right now. See?
I'd have to look at that.
Why is it yellow?
This shit didn't. Yeah, exactly. It's yellow and it was not folded.
Hey, my dick. I didn't say I folded it perfectly. Okay.
You said I'm folding it. You picked the shit up. It was fucking falling.
Hey, it's like the cherry thing. We eat the cherry stem and you wrap it up in. Or you take the Starburst out wrapper.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
But
man.
But I'm pretty fucking sure your penis is. Let me see what is the penis. This is gonna be.
Like, Josh, why did your search history say this?
I'm gonna have to log out of all my social media before fucking search.
Bing, 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 bing.
Duck, duck, go. Oh shit.
All right. Contrary to popular belief, the so-called love muscle does not contain any muscles.
Got a lot of skin though.
That's mine, dude.
It's not just skin. It's like it's cartilage and shit like that, and like. I'm not gonna give you guys a sex ed class.
Why not?
But it's
why not, man? Come on.
Go get a cucumber.
They put a fucking condom on a banana for you today? What the fuck?
Banana in the tailpipe. Why is my banana in the tailpipe?
Bananas.